Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I am welcoming you to this healing meditation with my special guest, Gabrielle Alizay, who is going to be presenting to us a new way to do this whole healing of the oceans with her awesome intentional candle burning ceremony called the Ocean Healing Flame. So I'm going to let Gabrielle share a bit about what her flames are all about and how she came to. I'd love for you, Gabrielle, to share a bit about how you actually came onto this whole intentional candle burning, and as well as a little bit about why you're so interested in healing the oceans as I am. So I think if I do this right, we should have you on screen now.
Wow, thank you, thank you. So I'm on screen?
I believe so, but I'm going to send a text to all the listeners to make sure they can see you.
Okay. If you can see me and you can hear me, we've already had our first miracle today. Definitely. And what I want to say is the intentional candle ceremony for me is something that is an extension. I'm a feng shui consultant. And I've been doing feng shui and consulting and writing books for over 30 years. And I saw from a long time ago that when I was grounded and right in my home, that everything else would become grounded and right in the world, in my world. And so what I started doing is working on making what I consider the feng shui force field around my house. The more you do feng shui, the more I believe it creates a force field, a balance. Do you like that?
I love it. I love it. And Kristen says she can see your beautiful face.
Oh, you know what? I like this hangout better and better all the time. Okay, good. So what I'm going to say is that over the years, because I've had a long way to go, so in other words, I didn't just do feng shui, but I did feng shui because I saw that it was improving my life in every way. It was restoring me. Mm-hmm. So I have in the last, I would say 10 years, I've done a soft retreat, sort of unplugged, but the last 5 years I've really unplugged and lived in what I consider to be a feng shui force field of balance. I have no pets. I have no children, no partner right now. So in other words, when I make adjustments, they stay made unless some divine intervention, which sometimes can happen, happens. So what I'll say is the intentional candle ceremony came after I was in retreat for 5 years, and even this deep retreat, all of a sudden, inside this force field of balance that I created and kept getting stronger and stronger, these candles came through. Experiments, and not only candles, but shamanistic visions or journeys with incredible people to describe how to make these candles work. And it was, especially if you don't think about it too much. Now, one of the things that I like to put out with everything, including the healing of the ocean, is that the ocean covers 72% of the planet. Of what is remaining, 18% is semi-fresh to fresh water.
Right.
All of dry land terra, all of humanity, all our personal issues, all our planetary global issues inhabit the last 10% of the planet. So when I come up with magical realism, where I'm coming from is saying, realistically, there's not too much wonderful information about the state of the ocean and its life forms. Mm-hmm. However, I believe that this intentional candle practice came down. There's 10 flame laser beams, one of which is the ocean. And because I'm not the one at all who came up with this, but the incredible beings, Yogananda, Amma, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein. I mean, this group of people, it's been incredibly interesting. I call them Salon of the Century. Every time there's a salon, John Lennon. I mean, I just sit and watch. But what I want to say to you is I believe that we have been given solutions. I believe that we have been given solutions to heal both, or not both, all, that we heal ourselves, we heal the ocean, we heal the planet, and we heal the universe, all through the healing of the ocean. Okay?
Right. Well, and when you consider the fact that our body is, depending on who you listen to, 70 to 90% water as well, if we heal the water within ourselves, we heal the rest as well. So there's another way to look at it as well.
All I know, Missy, is I've known you for a long time, and I have been out. I have not been plugged in, and I plugged back in, and you were right where I have been, and what I feel like I have done, and it's very Einsteinian, is you don't solve the issue with the same mindset that you had when you created it.
Right.
Okay? So everything about the intentional candle ceremony is solution oriented. And the last thing I'm going to say, and why I feel like it's incredibly powerful, and why I also want to say a group of ascended masters, as far as I'm concerned, whatever it was inside this feng shui force field of balance, they taught me about chi, God particles, the subatomic universal particles of mass. So what we do in the intentional candle ceremony is we are learning to alchemize the building blocks of universal mass. It is a very powerful thing because you get absolute real change. So the idea, and this was given to me in Journey with Einstein, of all people, who's kind of sexy. I know he is. I know you don't have any control over what I say. I know.
No, I have no control over what she's saying, folks. So, okay, she is not psychotic. I can tell you that. She does talk to Einstein, though.
Well, yes.
And Steve Jobs and a few others. So.
And a few others. But this is what I want to say. The ideas came through when I said, please help me. This isn't just, I discovered through happy accident flames.
Right.
Okay? And then I just kept saying, oh, it's God. Oh, we're saved. It's not good enough right now in this life to say that. So I said, please, this is so amazing. Give me a bigger vision, a bigger picture. And what I was shown was the universe. Right. And I was given all of this information about this. And this is what I'm going to say. I'm not the only one who does this. I'm a part of an international practitioners of the intentional candle ceremony. We're small, albeit we are small. I would love this to get much bigger, primarily to heal the ocean. What we are doing is we're changing the physical makeup of the ocean and its life forms by changing the chi God particles. Okay, what we're doing with the candle is we are harnessing and activating intentionally charged chi God particles, and we're directing them to the quantum field of possibility, which is kind of waiting for a direction. And we're giving it one. We're saying, you know what? The ocean and all its life forms are incredibly healthy in all ways. So part of what is going to happen is we're in the visualization. There's some scientific visualization, but the candle flame is very forgiving, so I can talk about it while we're doing it too. But what I'm also going to say is the idea, back to the magic realism, the idea here, what I say is the realism is the alchemizing of chi God particles, the building blocks of universal mass. That's real. You'll feel it. The sensitives on this call, I have never heard one single practitioner who has done the ocean healing play many, many, many times say, sorry, Gabrielle, it doesn't work. Okay, so the sensitives here on this call are also, and this call is now and forever, forevermore. The sensitives are going to feel the first time they do this to the ocean. And what else is there for a confirmation? A scientific confirmation, but something that happens in your heart and your gut that you're doing that which is correct.
Right.
Okay.
So before we get started on the ocean flame itself, that light the candle, I want to make sure everybody has a candle and a lighter in case you missed that. And I also want to share just a little bit about why this whole thing got started, because we may have some new listeners. I have no idea why I'm doing this to begin with. So I'm going to make it really short, because you can learn more by going to my YouTube channel and listening to all the different versions of this that are out there. But the basic thing was I had 3 dreams that said radiation poisoning, and then a friend of mine I asked them, I'm like, I don't listen to the news, I stay away from all that. So I said something to them about my dreams, and they're like, oh, well, that has to do with the Fukushima radiation coming into the Pacific coast. And I thought, well, you know, that really is old news. That's been happening since at least 2 weeks, minimum 2 weeks or maximum 2 weeks after the event happened. We already had radiation on our Pacific coast, as far as I was concerned intuitively. So I said, okay, so I bought the domain, was traveling, moving, so on, didn't do anything with it. And then one day I got the proverbial kick in the butt about the radiation poisoning dream again. And I went to my email that morning.
Sounds like a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, I went to my computer that morning to go ahead and start setting up the meditation thing, and I found an email that was from a Dr. Rima Leibau, and she basically, her husband, was a former general in the U.S. Army, I guess, and did a lot of undercover, some of that stuff we don't all know about, or we pretend we don't anyway. And so he said that in his research for the last, are you ready for this, folks? 4 years. So Fukushima only happened 2 years ago. In Miami, in the Atlantic Ocean in Miami, as well as tests done in the Pacific Ocean, Northern California, show that we have been at evacuation levels for 4 years based on the amount of radiation in both oceans. I am sure that if we consider that, it's much worse than that. So this is not about putting everyone into fear, but trying to get as many people, and I'm sorry, not trying, getting as many people as we can to join this, to get our numbers up to the point that we truly, as a group, can shift all of this, because it's all about us claiming our power, not allowing the people that aren't telling us the truth to rule this whole thing and maybe destroy our planet, which they're definitely on the path to do if they're left to their own devices. So I want to share a couple links with everyone before Gabrielle gets started so that you know where you can get some more information. So the first one, if you want the symbols I use for this meditation, if you go to that download link on the right, you'll be able to get copies of those and a copy of the audio version of my meditation. You'll also get more announcements about upcoming recurring events here, like the one Gabrielle's doing, because I have other people that are going to join us as well, because it's not all about my work, it's about all of us joining together and sharing what we can to really make a difference here. So that link is one of them to download, and then the other one, I always get this technology messed up here. If you want to find my YouTube video for my standalone meditation, you can go there. and then that'll put you into my YouTube channel, I believe, if I understand this technology, and you'll find this video and others as well. And you'll also get an email for the replay of this as well, since you're signed up. Hold on. Okay. My
wow, cool. I thought it was an earthquake.
Anyway, so without any further ado, I don't know what ado means, but they say that. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn it back over to Gabrielle, who is going to lead us in her ocean healing flame ceremony. And so get out your candles and lighters, and let's get started.
Thank you.
I have my lighter.
Okay, I do too.
I have my candle. I may have to hold it in front of my face, though.
I have a candle. And I just lit it. Now, hopefully, I don't know if you can see the flame.
Yes, I can.
Okay, okay, good. And I'm going to say to anybody who's on this that it's great to have a flame, and also if you intuitively are moved by this, you can go to my site, www.homepeace.com, and join, and you will get a free audio that leads you with your own flame through the ocean healing flame over and over again. So you can do it as much as you want to, and I strongly recommend it. One of the things that I also want to say, what we're doing here, we're using the microcosm, macrocosm ratio, which was discovered by the Greeks in 400 AD. What is small is also large. What is below is also above. So as we heal the ocean, which has influence of 90% of the planet, our little 10% of humanity is going to be healed as well. Okay, does that make sense? As we heal 90%, we're going to heal the little tiny bit of us. Does that make sense to you, Crystalia?
Yes.
Because you're the only one I can hear.
Did you say that URL is homepeace.com?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
I did say that. And
okay, so I should be able to display that offer right now.
I hope that you can. I hope you can. Okay, well, while you're working on that, what I want to say is that what I have determined over 5 years of being revealed this practice, that I like to send the ocean healing flame with a non-toxic candle. I like to personally use a beeswax candle from the hives of healthy bees. The flame is an incredible palette, okay? And that's what we're using. We're using the flame as the medium. We're going to put our visualizations, we're going to put our affirmations into that medium, and then when we're done, we have a long leash. Okay, we can do now we still do safe burning practices. So what I want to say, never leave a flame unattended. Okay, never leave a flame unattended. And the other thing that I'll say is don't put your candle around a bunch of papers. I've also determined house fires, bad feng shui.
Yes,
so
yes.
we want to keep things good.
Yes. I used to burn 7-day candles in glass years ago with intention on them as well. And literally, but I did safely. I put it into a shower stall that was all fiberglass and glass, so it wasn't like it was going to hurt anything. And one night it exploded. So if you think she's not serious, let me tell you, when you start putting intention on a candle, there can be some powerful things happen that you can't even imagine could happen.
And what I want to just confirm that with you. I love that you're holding that up like a party platter. What I want to confirm to you is that these are not just flames and candles that you put affirmations in. What we are doing is alchemizing the building blocks of universal maths. We turn the flame into a flame laser beam. So no, we are not going to shop at the mall and have the flame laser beam hanging out at the home, okay? We blow it out and we learn to trust our healing, okay? The other thing that I say to people is that if you have no place that you intuitively feel like a candle can burn safely, then use your oven with the door a little bit open. Once you've programmed the flame, you can put it on in a oven safe, like a browning pan. Put the flame in there and put it in your oven with the door open a little bit, and that will give you that safe burning
Yes,
station.
as long as it's not a gas stove with a pilot that blows out.
Wow, that's another idea I never thought about. Yeah, explosions, bad feng shui too.
I
So
had a
good.
pilot blow out years ago on an old gas stove, so I know what it's like. I walked into my house and smelled gas, and had I turned the light switch on, the whole house would have gone. So you don't want to do that if you could possibly have the gas go out in a pilot light either.
Okay, thank you for that paranoia. I appreciate it. Okay, so everybody
No
hopefully has.
paranoia, just safety, dear.
Oh, and this is also what I want to say. What Crystalia just gave us was a nice big dose of reality. Okay, a nice big dose of, oh my God, we're at levels a long time ago that we shouldn't be at. Okay, and that's for us. What do you think it's like for the life forms in the ocean? You know, so what I call this all the intentional candle ceremony practice. And also, if you want to know more about this flame and also the 10 laser beam flames, the other ones, all treatments on Amazon.com, primary daily flames. You can also go to my site and see things. What else do I, oh, the other thing I want to say is while I recommend the non-toxic flame, the ocean and everything really needs our healing. So as long as somebody's responsible and safe, whatever candle they have is worthy. Because I'm going to show you what's going to happen. And here we go. Okay, so you've got the flame. And what you're going to do is you're going to imagine what color instantly comes to you when you think about multidimensional, multi-reality healing of the ocean and all of its life forms. And don't even think about what that means. It comes to you instantly. Do you have it,
You asking
Christelle?
me? Of course I do.
Well, of course you do. I'm glad. Thank you. It's always good to have a competent person that's doing this out loud with me. So thank you. Okay, so what color
Would
do
you
you
like to
have?
know what color? Oh, of course, I thought of ocean blue. What the heck? It's just the first one
Okay.
that popped in.
Okay. Very good. So what I want you then to do, and again, what I want you to know, and I don't think I've said this yet, chi God particles, the subatomic building blocks of mass in all of the universe, love intention, intentional thought, intentional affirmation, and prayer. So what we're doing this whole time is we are harnessing, we're attracting those chi God particles into the flame, and then we're going to turn it into a laser beam. Okay? Okay, so you're going to take that sacred color. Oh, yes, I still haven't heard. What's your sacred color, dear?
I
What?
just told you, blue,
Oh, oh,
ocean blue.
that is so correct. You did say it. You did say it. Okay.
My arm is
So
getting tired, dear.
I know it's like, wow, that's good. Just
And
to edit out that.
Kristen said hers was silver gray.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you can multitask here. Okay, so what you're going to do is go out into the quantum field until the Earth is the size that can fit between your two hands. So what we're doing is what I call the macrocosm, microcosm visualization technique. We're embracing the macrocosm, and the Earth becomes our microcosm. Okay? Now, instead of overwhelm about healing the ocean, what's going on is we're going to put our sacred color, we're going to direct our sacred color from the bottom of the floor to the top of the waves all over the planet of the ocean. So 90%. And what I say to people is it's really great the first few times to use a tabletop globe to kind of teach you the map of the ocean. But regardless, just intentionally, you can say, wow, the ocean is covered from the floor to the top. And what I always have is when I have infiltrated the ocean adequately, I receive a sign. I call it a sign of life. Mine is a seal that swims in a circle, okay? That basically says, hey, Gabrielle, you did it. You're all over the ocean, okay? So,
Yep. Mine is dolphins, and Linda's color is yellow. So just so you know, we've got people telling me the color.
go, Linda. Go, Kristen. Okay. The ocean loves this, by the way, because, it's very powerful. What I also want to say is even though we've been a small little posse of practitioners of the intentional candle ceremony, we are making a difference with the ocean, just our little tiny posse. So the idea that more than a few of us will be doing this on a regular basis is a very good thing. A very good thing. Okay, so you're ready to go. You've got your sign of life. I'm just going to assume that everybody's ready to go. Everybody's got their sacred color completely infiltrating the ocean. And then while focusing on the flame, repeat after me. Now the sacred color energy flame. You do it out loud, Missy. Now the sacred color energy flame.
Okay, so now the sacred color energy flame.
Easily and effortlessly.
Easily and effortlessly.
Everybody do it. Brings this reality.
Brings this reality.
To the third dimension.
To the third dimension.
World of form.
World of form.
Earth plane.
Earth plane.
Now the ocean and all of its life forms.
Now the ocean and all of its light forms.
Life forms.
Yes, life forms.
Oh, good. Is now vitally healthy.
Is now vitally healthy.
On the cellular genetic.
On the cellular genetic.
Subconscious conscious.
Subconscious conscious.
Superconscious.
Superconscious.
Physical emotional.
Physical emotional.
Mental, spiritual, and soul planes.
Mental, spiritual, and soul planes.
Of every reality.
Of every reality.
In all simultaneous existences.
In all simultaneous existences.
Especially this one.
Especially this one.
Miracles happen now.
Miracles happen now.
Moment by moment.
Moment by moment.
And every day.
And every day.
This or something better.
This or something better.
For the highest good now occurs.
For the highest good now occurs.
Very good. Okay, so that is the ocean healing flame. Now, what this is it's using biological love fare to heal the ocean. It's changing the palette of the chi God particle mass, and we're putting love and health, sending it to the ocean, making sure that it's getting everywhere, and it can feel it. Right. It can feel it. I've been doing it for 5 years, almost every single day. I know I'm quiet. I know it's cool. I'm quiet now. What do you have to say?
Deb says her color was pink.
Right on, Deb. We've got a lot of colors that are basically the colors for you are the chi God particles. So everybody has just become a scientist of the universe and infiltrated chi God particles with a new configuration into the ocean and its life forms.
Cool. And I think it's important for everyone to know that their color, the color they come up with is the right and perfect color for them. There is no specific color here. It's whatever is right for them, what they get.
Absolutely, and it can change every time. I've even seen black, and actually black is a very good color because it means the ocean is mirroring the universe because it has everything it needs. It doesn't mean don't send that flame, but it means it's going out to the great universe then.
Right.
Healing, microcosmic, macrocosm. As we heal the microcosm of the cosmic ocean, okay, the microcosmic ocean of the big universe, guess what happens? As we heal that, it does the microcosm, macrocosm thing to the entire universe. It's
Right.
possible to heal everything.
Yeah, I agree. So Kristen says, Haza. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe you understand that. Hazaahhh.
I think that's a power mantra. Huzzah!
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay. So I don't have anything else to offer today. Do
Oh, wait,
you before we
yes, I
go?
do. I would,
Okay.
I would say to somebody who's doing the ocean healing flame, I have noticed that the alchemy of building chi God particles happens with any of these flames in 30 minutes. So I say, let this candle burn 30 minutes all the way to safe burning visual. Like, for instance, because there is an opportunity and a chance that somebody is going to has already put their intention into my flame, that makes my flame laser beam even more powerful. That's a supersonic wave of chi God particle reconfiguration. So this thing is going to burn for hours today. Okay, and so that's what I'm also going to say to somebody who says, look, I'm busy. I wish the ocean would heal, but I'm totally busy. Hey, check this out. You learn independence, you light the ocean healing flame, of which I do every day, and then do whatever I have to do safely inside my house. Does that make sense? So you can be sending healing, biological love fair to yourself, okay, yes, I have one more thing to say. As the ocean heals, everything heals.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything. Both
I
the
agree.
way, okay? And that's why you're brilliant.
Because I agree with you. Oh my!
No, because you feel
I
that
heard her
way.
say that. Now I bet you everybody's going to agree with me on this one. No, I'm kidding. So Deb says, I also send the ocean and the world love and peace, which is powerful as well as Dr.
Absolutely.
Emoto has clearly shown. So, uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And so our
So,
love and our energy that we're positively sending to the ocean, to the water in our body, to everybody is always helping to heal the whole world as well as the universe.
yes, okay, one last thing. I
Hmm.
believe today is again, I'm going to put out. We are getting through doors that have been closed by bringing magic to the realism, by bringing mysticism to the science. I say all the time, you should see what science can do now that God's in the picture.
Mm.
Okay, so it's like what I really like to do is turn that energy of worry and fear, harness it into love, peace, and health, and send it with intention in candles, and change the world because of it.
Right, right. Okay. So, love and blessings to all is what Deb says, and she's also says, so yes, let us all heal. So, I
Way to
think
go,
that's a
Dad.
good way to end our conversation.
I do too. Way to go,
So,
Deb.
yeah, yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Make sure you tell more people and spread the word. We really need to make these numbers go up higher and higher so we get as many people as we can on the planet to join us to make a huge difference and heal ourselves, our planet, and the universe. So Thank you. Thanks, Gabrielle.
Thank you, everybody who has contributed to the healing of the ocean.
Yes, and keep your flames burning until it's not, unless you're going out. And then, of course, please, please, please blow them out. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.